Hello students, happy to meet you again through this particular class. So far we have seen about what is the business communication and the business communication process, what are the different elements involved in the business communication process. And we also seen about the principles of effective communication. Right? So today we are going to see about the various components of a business letter. Okay, so as you've seen already that in a corporate world, in a business setup, the communication is a more vital function, and here you use a lot of what I say written communication. You communicate with the customers, you communicate with the clients, you communicate with the suppliers, you communicate with different people, right? So outside bodies or bankers, or sometimes you may place some inquiries, or you may place some orders, you may receive some orders. You are supposed to reply to the orders. So many letters you are supposed to what do you say, you'll be using in a corporate communication. So what will be the letter, what will be the type of letters, or to whomever you are going to write down. But yeah, business letter has its own specific format, right? So a specific with the specific format only, the business letters are being written. And today we are going to have some idea. So what are the core components, or the what are the essential component or elements of a business letter? Okay, which constitute a layout of a business letter, right? So when you see this letter written for business purpose is a business letter. It is used by organizations to communicate in a professional way with the customers, to the other companies, to the clients, to the shareholders, to the investors, and so on. So right, it goes for bankers or some government officials, and even for competitors or for dealers or retailers. It goes like that. Okay. So normally the business letters uses formal language and a specific format. Okay, so business letter cannot be written in an informal language, a colloquial language. You are supposed to adopt a formal language presentation, and it must be written in a specific format. Right. So there are some types of business letters are there, like inquiry letter, offer letters, order letters, cover letters, notices, termination of employment, and so many types are there that will be in seeing subsequent classes. Okay, so but what will be the type of letters you are going to write? It must be written in a specific format. Specific format means you must ensure that the necessary components of your business letters are being implemented or being written over it. Okay, so with this understanding, let's go. What are the different components, the different elements of a uh, business letter? See, just when you see the different components, you must have the heading, inside address, salutation, body of the letter, complimentary close, signature, reference initials, date, place, enclosures. Right. So very simple. Okay. So you must have a heading, you must have the inside address, salutation, body of the letter, complimentary close, signature, reference initials, date, place, and enclosures. Okay. So let us look at the specific layout over here. Okay, so normally a business letter, no, so you'll be having the sender's name and address over here. So probably you have the company letter itself, right? So most of the company, they used to have their own company letterhead. So the letterhead must be present over here, there the company's name and the address. Along with it also you can give what I'll say the contact details, from whom the company is from whom the letter is being drafted, whether it is a GM, general, that all this information you can give it in the at the top most. That is like from. Okay. And then you have to another component is the date. You have to compulsorily, you have to essentially you have to put the date over here, because being as an official document, being as a formal letter, okay, without the date, the letter is not a valid one. Okay, so the letter, you must have the date column over here, the date component over here. Then you must specify the receiver's names and address. Okay, so to whom you are sending the letter. Okay, that particular person's individual's name and address should be mentioned over here. And then you have to start with the salutation. Okay, so dear sir, dear madam, dear Mr. Krishna. So whatever the things. Okay, so you have to start with the salutation, and sometimes you may have the subject column also. So after the salutation, you may have the subject column also. Then you have to have present the body of the letter. Okay, so probably the body of the letter, it may contain different components like a opening paragraph and the main content of the particular message and the closing paragraph. All these things will be coming under this body of the letter, but the body of the letter must be present over here. Okay, so company letterhead, then date, then receiver's name and address, then greeting or salutation. Then you have, I mean, you can have the reference or subject arena over here. Then after that, you are writing the main body of the letter. The main content of the letter will be presented here. Then thereafter, you can go for giving the closing salutation. Okay, so the closing salutation and the signature. And sometimes you can place the station and the particular date. Even the date also can be mentioned below also. And if at all you're coming with some enclosures, you are coming with the enclosures that also can be mentioned in the underneath. Okay, so to put it very simple, you have to have the heading. We have seen that, and a date column also must be there. Then inside address should be there. Then salutation should be there. Then body of the letter must be present over there. Then complimentary course or closing salutation can be given here. So we say that no, so with regard, sincerely, yours obediently. These are the complimentary clause that you have to use in your formal letter. Then you are coming with your signature. So reference initials can be placed over here. Date, place, and enclosures. Okay, so these are the essential components of a letter, a formal business letter. Okay, now let us see an example of the demo over here. Okay, so this is here I have given what I'll say a letter. It is a hypothetical. It is a hypothetical imaginative letter over here. So this is a formal letter or a business letter that is being written to one. I mean to the principal of Excellent College of Arts and Science and Paul I'm going to Tirunelveli. Okay, so actually who is sending it? Aravind Book Publishers. They are sending the letter to the principal of Excellent College of Arts and Science. Probably he had made a request for some book quotation, other things and all. So these persons, I mean the Aravind Book Publishers, they are sending a formal letter to the principal. Okay, so when the Aravind Book Publishers, they are sending the letter, now this is a formal letter. When you see the layout, they are coming with the heading over here. Okay, to, I mean the company name and the address is there, and sometimes the contact details also can be mentioned over here. And in the last layout, we said about the date over here. Either the date can be mentioned here or it can be mentioned underneath. Okay, so that can be done in either way. Okay, so here they have what I say, they come with the heading, right? Letter heading is that is the sender's name. Again, the inside address to whom the letter is being sent, that you are present here, the principal, Excellent College of Arts and Science, number 22 Bazaar Road, Palayamkotte, Tirunelveli. Okay, then you are coming with the salutation. Okay, so here you say that dear sir. Sometimes if you know that okay, she's a female women principal, then you can say dear madam. So sometimes they may prefer to go for mentioning the name of the person also. If you're so close, if you're so, you can use the name that also you can go for it. So sir, madam, dear madam, or dear Mr. Krishnan, or dear Miss something. Okay, Parvati, somebody, right? Okay, so that you can just mention it here. Then the body of the letter starts over here. So as I said earlier, sometimes you may include a subject arena over here, either subject or some references. Suppose if they made a inquiry letter to you, then you can very well place it as a reference over here. So reference, with reference to your letter dated so and so, you can just go for it. Okay, so then you are coming with the body of the letter. Okay, and the body of the letter, again you can come with all the informations or whatever things you want to convey, or you can just place the message over here, and how it should be, where it should be, and these things are all we'll be discussing in the later stages when you're discussing on different types of letters. So there we'll be talking about as per the body of the letter, so what is the objective of the particular letter, what type of letter it is, accordingly what are the components should be there and how it can be done, that and all we'll be discussing in the later stage. Okay, but anyway, you have to have the idea that, so here body of the letter, so heading is there, exit address is there, salutation is there, body of the letter is there. In the body of the letter, it can be of three parts. One is the opening paragraph, then main content, then closing para. Okay, then you can go for it. And once you have written the body or content, no, then you can go for complimentary clause. Okay, so as you mentioned here, truly yours sincerely, with warm regards, with respectful regards. So whatever the complimentary clause you want to give, then you can very well give it over here. then you are coming the signature. Okay, the signature of the sender. Without the signature, again this letter becomes invalid. Okay, so the signature must be present over here. Maybe managing proprietor or MD or the sales manager, whoever is sending the particular letter, they have to authorize the competent authority, right? The authorize the signatory, they must sign over here. So signature element must be there. So reference initials, okay, who had done this, who had drafted this, that you can very well mention over here. So just Mr. Mani, she has prepared this letter, she has done this letter. The reference initials also can be mentioned here. Then the date you can mention here. Date, then place, from where and what date you are just going for it. And in between you can also, the last you can just go for the enclosures. Okay, so we're enclosing the catalogs. So probably the company, I mean, the principal of the Excellent College of Arts and Science, he could have requested for some, you made some inquiry related to books pertaining to management, commerce, some subjects, right? Okay, so they are replying to the particular inquiry. So that is what the content of this things over there. So they're replying, and along with they're also sending the catalog. They're enclosing the catalog. So the last in the enclosure category, you just have the catalog as an enclosure. Okay, so if you see this formal letter, this is a business formal letter, formal business letter, where it has some specific components and which makes the format of a business letter. Okay, so you have the heading over here, you have the inside address, you have the salutation, you have the body of the letter, you got the complimentary clause, you got the signature, you got the reference initials, you are having the date, place, and enclosures. So these are the basic components of a or business letter, or we can say the layout of a business letter. Okay, so with this understanding, now we are moving to the next class. Okay, in the next, from the next class numbers, we will be discussing about, okay, so different types of letters. We start with the inquiry letter. Okay, so when you want to buy something and you want to just know about the information on the particular product or services, so how you could able to draft an inquiry letter. So what is the inquiry letter and what are the essential components of an inquiry letter? All these things that we'll be discussing in the next video. Okay, right. So thank you very much. Thanks for watching this, and we will see yet another person in the yet another video. Okay, right. Thank you, students. Thank you all.